Hi guys, welcome back to the Nightlife. My name is Tanya. In today's video, I will be doing a video about how I save on money for one of my subscriptions. I hope that you're all doing well, and this is not a stuffing video. I think I did a video like this last year where I showed you how I was able to save some money on one of my annual bills, and I think I talked about how I do this, like with certain creditors and such as your credit card companies. You guys, sometimes you can negotiate on your different subscription plans or interest rate percentages, but you never know unless you ask. I know that some people, they don't know to ask per se, and to be honest, I didn't know to ask. But on all of everything I can think of, I will always sit and just, sit with myself and say, list out my bills and say, can I save money by doing XYZ? Can I call them up and negotiate the interest rate? Can I call them up and get a cheaper subscription plan? You guys, as budgeters and savers, you always have to have your head on a swivel as far as that goes, because you never know unless you ask. Now, this particular subscription is called IP Vanish, and I am not sponsored by IP Vanish, and they are not sponsoring this video. I'm not saying that you should run out and get IP Vanish. You do your own research, you do what works for you. But what IP Vanish is, think of it as a shower curtain or a curtain. It blocks your activities online. So when you're surfing the net, it's just another layer of security that I use when I'm online. It's called IP Vanish, and it is a type of VPN, virtual private network, VPN, and it shields you. Like sometimes hackers, they track your movements online, and I've heard stories of people leaving windows open on their computer. They'll get up to go get a cup of coffee, and somebody has remotely dialed in or hacked into their computer. Well, this is a part of like what IP Vanish does. So think of it as a shower curtain. You can go to their website, do your research. IP Vanish is the name of the company, but there are several companies, many companies out there that offer the same service. I have been with IP Vanish for years, and every year it comes up for auto renewal. I'll put a reminder on my calendar, like maybe a week before it's due, or this time I'm surprised I only put it for like a few days before it auto renews. So that's why I'm calling today to see if I can get a cheaper rate. Now, my auto renewal rate is due to auto renew, and it's for the amount of $89.99 for the year. What I'll do is I'll go online and see what current promotions they're running and compare it to what they're offering me to renew. So I went online and I researched IP Vanish, and as it turns out, they're offering various tiers of renewal. So you can renew monthly for $12.99 a month. You can renew 2 years. So if you pay for 2 years up front, you get it for $2.19 a month, which over the span of 2 years, you're saving 83%, but you're billed $52.56 for 2 years. Now that right there already is less than what I'm going to pay for the amount they're trying to auto renew me at. They're trying to make me auto renew at $89.99 for the year. This offer is saying you're going to get 2 years for $52.56. Well, guess which one I would like? I mean, it's a no-brainer. But then they also have yearly. You can be billed yearly. You'll pay $39.99 for the year, and you'll pay $3.33. But I have decided that I am specifically going in with the intent of getting the 2-year deal, and I'm just going to pay the $52.56. That way, I will set a reminder on my calendar for 2 years from now to call and negotiate the price. So I thought that I would call in, and I have it on film, and have you guys listen in on what I say. So I'm going to dial the number and let you guys listen in. Let me dial the number, and I will likely bleep out the parts where I have to give my personal information and such, but I just want you to listen in on the general approach. So stand by one moment while I go ahead and dial in.
Thank you for calling IP Vanish. Please hold for the next available agent. If you would like to receive a call back, please press 9. We also offer real-time chat support through our website at ipvanish.com. Hi, this is Elle from IP Vanish. How can I help you today?
Yes, hello. I am calling because I have some questions about my IP Vanish account that's due to renew soon.
Sure. What will be the questions, ma'am?
So I am due to auto renew at a rate of $89.99 for the year. However, I see that you are offering some different options as far as pricing goes for renewal. And one option that I'm specifically interested in is the 2-year plan. And it says you pay $2.19 a month, and you're billed $52.56 for the first 2 years, saving you 83%. I am calling to see if that is an option for me to renew with IP Vanish.
I'll have to, because ma'am, that's for new customers. I'll have to check your account for promotions available under that.
Okay.
What will be the email address used? Showing an account might just be a wrong spelling. Can you spell out the email address?
Sure thing.
Okay, it shows you're under the name Tanya?
Yes, that's my name, Tanya Knight.
Okay, thank you. Got the account. Let me just check for promotions, ma'am. Okay, because the plan ma'am shows under the yearly plan, we do have a 68% promotion, which is $29.70 plus tax. That's going to be for another year.
So that would make it $2.48 a month.
Yes, ma'am.
And how much did you say? I'm sorry. 248. I guess I can do it. I have a calculator. So that would be $29.76 for the year.
If it's like for a year, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then I can do that, and then next year when it's time to renew, I will check out what other promotions you have at that time. But yes, at this point, I would like to renew for another year at that rate, the $29.76.
70 cents, ma'am.
70 cents. Okay.
Yeah, plus tax, ma'am. So it depends on the location for the tax. Okay, let me add the promotion, ma'am. I just need the last 4 digits of the card that was on file and then the zip code to verify the account.
I'm trying to remember which one.
Okay, this would reflect, ma'am, on October 19, 2024. I'll send as well a confirmation to your email after this. Do you have other questions, ma'am? Anything else?
No, I do not.
Yeah, that will be it for now, ma'am, and then I'll send you the email after, okay?
All right. Thank you very much. Take care.
You too, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So that, you guys, is what I do every year. I'll call in and see what I can negotiate. Now, as you heard, the 2-year promotion that they have where you pay $2.19 a month, that's only for new customers. So I was only able to do the yearly renewal at a rate of $29.70 for the year. That makes it $2.48 per month. So what I'm going to do is go to my calendar and put a reminder on my calendar for a year out to alert me when it's coming due to renew, and I'll do the same thing. I'll call in and I'll say, hey, it's going to renew at this rate. I don't want to pay that rate. What promotions do you have? And you can use this method with your just about anything. Let me give you another example. I did it with Verizon. Verizon is our internet. We use Verizon for our internet. And I called in because I got the bill and it just seemed like for some reason it was going up. And so I called and I said, hey, what's going on? And come to find out, they were not putting certain discounts on my account. So for example, my husband and I are veterans and they give veterans discounts. They also have, firefighters, teachers, police officers. If you work for the state government, if you work for the federal government, you just have to call and ask them and see what kind of discounts they have. So as it turns out, they were not applying my veterans discount, which she did like an audit of my account, and plus they had some other promotions going on. She was able to do some finessing and got me a lower rate for our internet service. And so I was pleased with that because it reduced my bill by $20 a month. And I mean, yeah. So that's one example. Another time that I did it, which was recent, was for our home alarms security system. The monitoring service. I called in and they had a promotion going. So, they said you can sign on with us for they try to get you to sign on for another 2 or 4 year contract. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be beholden to you I don't want to sign up for a contract because if I try to get out of it, you're going to charge me certain fees to get out of it. And I said, no. I said, I would like to remain month to month if possible. And he said, yes. Let me take a look and see what promotions they have for month to month. He said, you might have to commit for a year. I said, well, I told you I don't want to commit for a year. Can you get me something shorter? And so sure enough, he did some digging around and finessing, and he says, okay, we have a 6-month promotion that you pay this amount for 6 months, which it was less than what I was currently paying at that time. And so I went ahead. I can commit to 6 months, but when you try to pin me down for 2 to 4 years, I'm not digging that because things change and, I don't know. It's just crazy because he was saying, oh, if you don't commit to a price and you're month to month, the rates might go up and you're beholden to those rates and da 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 da. If you sign up for a contract, we're going to put you at a rate and you're going to stay at a rate and we promise you the price won't go up. I said, well, make that same commitment for a shorter period of time. He said, will a year do it? I said, no. Do you have anything else? And again, he did some digging, so he came back with 6 months. If I commit for 6 months, I'll pay this amount for 6 months. And then at the end of 6 months, I can call in and, do the same thing. And so I did it with that. And of course, if you own a home or you have a car, you can always call around and get cheaper rates for your homeowner's insurance and your car insurance. Call around and do some rate shopping. That's what I call it. Do some rate shopping because there might be deals out there. Also, when you're doing your insurances, your home insurance and your automobile, make sure that everything, the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, because an example again, I called in to see about if I could get a cheaper rate on my property insurance, and sure enough, they had all the details for my home all mixed up. like some of the fixtures and the wall coverings and the floor coverings. They had that all jacked up and it was making me pay a higher rate. So make sure you go in and audit your property insurance. But yeah, you guys, I don't want to make this video too much longer, but it'll be worth it for you to go through and take a look at some of your bills and whatnot and see if you can get a cheaper rate. For credit card companies, I know some credit card companies, if you call in and just ask, is this the lowest? Some companies will do it and some won't. Some will lower it and some won't. I know for a couple of mine, like if you have credit cards with Navy Federal Credit Union, I'm not like endorsing them saying go hurry up and go sign up with them. Again, you must always do what works for you. Do your research, do your research, do your research. I am not a financial advisor. I'm only telling you what works for me. Navy Federal, some of my credit cards, I always do an audit of them, and American Express. I'll call up and say, hey, this is what my current interest rate is for this card. Is that the lowest interest rate that's going right now? And can you make adjustments? Because some of them have the ability, the leeway to do that, to reduce it for you. So, you know, I'm not saying that it's going to work every time, but by gosh, it's worth a try. It's worth a try. So do your research, do what works for you. You'll never know unless you ask. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you got some value out of it. And I want us to save this money. I want us to save this money as budgeters and savers. We're doing savings challenge and I can't speak. Chicka chicka rewind, as Nine Blossom says. Chicka chicka rewind. I'm getting tongue-tied. As budgeters and savers, we're doing everything we can to save money. We're doing savings challenges. We're playing games with our money, and that's okay, because we're having fun and we're saving money. We're saving money for our future, for financial freedom, for generational wealth. We're doing all these things, and it will be well worth it to go and see if you can save some money some kind of way. Let me know in the comments. Have you done this before? Have you approached it from this angle? Have you used this technique? Let me know some of the ways, tips and tricks that you're saving money. We can all help each other, because what works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. Don't go out there saying, now Tanya did this and she said this and this worked for her and doggone it, this worked for me. Do your research, people. Do your research, my Night Riders. Do your research, because what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. But you might have something that works for me that I can try out. So let me know in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. I hope you're doing well. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my OG Night Riders. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please, I invite you to do so. I would love to have you as a member of the Night Rider family. Hit the like button below this video, because apparently it helps the YouTube algorithm, you guys. Until next video, keep your head up. Keep pushing forward. Keep smiling. Be awesome. Be great. Amazing things will happen. I love you guys. See ya.